AStampAbove.com, coming to you from a rainy and blustery Menasha, Wisconsin. Welcome to the cards and bingo class. I'm so excited for all of you to be here tonight. I'm going to see if I can. There comes my comments. Hi, Tina. Hi, Susan. I see Trish is in here. We had quite a few people waiting for a start. We've got Dee. Oh, hang on. I got to turn down my iPad. I forgot to do that. Huh. But I've already got it set up. So we're winning so far. I am in full-blown Halloween mode. I'm just here for the booze. I don't have any ghost earrings, but I've got some coming, so don't worry. I'm excited to be here with you guys tonight. I have some fantastic cards to share with you. If you are new, please let me know. Let Connie know. I'm trying to find my bingo thing. Connie is our bingo boss, and she takes care of all the numbers. When somebody wins, she will check to make sure that the numbers are all there and then let us know that we have a winner. So yay! Kathy Garrett would like her numbers, and Connie is going to do that for you. I need to find my bingo card that I usually have hanging up here. So hang on, I've got a bunch of other stuff up here behind the scenes that usually isn't there. So if I do say so myself, it's a bit of a mess back there. I need to clean that up so that I'm not feeling so discombobulated. Hi, Cheryl Thomas from Ohio. We have so many people joining us from so many different places. It's so much fun. Okay, I have Molly and Val are both here. And I hear them coming. Come here, you want to come see my peoples?
She wants to give you a kiss.
Aww. Can you say hi right here?
Hi.
Say hi.
Hi.
What are you eating? You got some gummies?
Hello.
We got Val and Molly in the house. And Steve right there. Wave, Steve. Wave, they can see you. Are you going with Molly to drop off at dance lessons?
Yes.
And then you're going to go home and see your mommy and daddy in Dawson? Okay, can I have smoochies? Love you.
See you later, Granny.
Have fun at dance.
I will.
Okay. And Molly's going to stay overnight. She always stays overnight on Wednesday nights. Val's going to go home. I had her all afternoon. It's been a fun day. Okay, tell everybody good luck. Good luck at bingo.
Yeah, everybody better be on.
Yeah, be ready to win bingo.
Exactly.
Say, be a winner.
Be a winner. Yeah, be a winner.
Mwah. All right, girls.
Come on, Val.
Have fun. Thank you.
Can wave bye.
It's a candy corn. You want it? Okay.
Wave bye.
Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh my gosh, aren't they so cute?
Those are good. Yeah.
So I'm really excited because today I went to the grocery store. I don't do that very often. You know, Steve takes care of all those things, but I got some pumpkins, so I can't wait to carve pumpkins. I bought this little kit, and you get white paint, so you paint your pumpkin white, and then it's got all these bedazzled jewels in like fancy designs, like all in a row, and you take that and stick it on your white pumpkin, and then it's got a glittery unicorn horn that goes right on the top. So yeah, we'll be doing pumpkins, and I also got these skeleton silicone like cupcake tins, only they're bigger, so you can put pizza crust in there and then pizza sauce and mozzarella cheese and pepperonis and wrap them up, and then you bake them, and then you have pizza pockets that are like skulls, and when you crack them open, there's like, you know, the guts coming out. Oh, the horror of it all. We got some sucker silicone little things to make suckers. So you take the green apple Jolly Ranchers and you put a couple of those in the little sucker cups, and then you put a Werther's Original in there. I know, Tina says you're my kind of granny. I know, right? And then you bake them for a little bit, put a sucker stick in, take them out, swirl them a little bit, let them cool, and then you dip them in caramel. Oh, good Lord, I got all that today. And can I just say the price of groceries? Whoa. I looked at 1.5 pounds of bacon. It was $13. What? Oh, I don't even want to talk about it. Anyways, we have some fantastic cards to make tonight. You're just gonna love them, all of them. We're doing some fun things with the cards, and once we get to, I'm going to demonstrate how to make a card. And then when I'm done with that, we'll play a game of bingo. And then we're going to do another card. We have 5 cards total and 4 bingos. What's going to happen there is the first winner of bingo will get a $50 gift certificate to order anything you want from me. That is same as cash. The second winner will get a $50 gift certificate. The third winner will get a $75 gift certificate, and the fourth winner gets a $100 gift certificate. Now, you are welcome to add to that, and I will just invoice you for whatever goes over your winning amount. One person wins the big prize. Like if you win the first game, $50, you can't win the second game or the third or the fourth, $50. But if you do get bingo, you will get a consolation prize if you are the second bingo person to, say you have bingo. I'll explain how to play once we get there. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to flip my camera around and I'm going to show everybody what's included in their make and take packet. So if you have registered for bingo, you're going to get a make and take packet. You'll have all the pre-cut cardstock and any scraps you might need to make all 5 of the cards tonight. And also there's some products in there, so I'll show you what I have included. You're gonna love these. It's just like so much fun. If you didn't register for bingo and you would like to play, please comment and tell Connie. You're going to need to give her your email address. I will invoice you after bingo tonight, because while we are playing bingo, this is a card class, and you will get a make and take packet that looks just like this. It's going to have all the goodies in the back. This is a kit from December, so this is not part of your kit tonight. But I'm going to show you those items in just a minute. Let's get this camera flipped around, so I can get going here and we can have some stamping fun. Hang tight. Hopefully I won't disconnect us. If I happen to disconnect us, please know that there is a backup link on my YouTube account. Hang on, I'm going to get us straight here because that's always annoying if this isn't straight. And that looks pretty good. Okay, so we do have a backup link that if we happen to get disconnected, you just log or go back to my YouTube channel and look for the backup link. I'll just continue on with that one. So along with your pre-cut cardstock pack, when you take this out of your packet envelope, the front is indicated by the labels and this little thank you note inside. You're going to take the items out very carefully. Everything is in order according to the way I'm making the cards tonight. And then if you're registered for bingo, I will be sending you a PDF file with a link back to this video, and also brief instructions, photographs, and dimensions of all of the cards that we're making tonight, just to make it easy if you want to make more than what you're going to get in here. Okay, so besides your pre-cut cardstock pack, tonight I am also including the metallic and shimmer specialty paper. You're going to get a half a pack of this, and I hope you can see this in the camera. It is absolutely gorgeous. We're going to be using this on our cards tonight. So while you'll have all the pre-cut cardstock here, you will be taking this paper out and cutting it yourself. I also want to let you guys know, before I get going here too far, if you can give me a thumbs up, click that like button, that really helps me out. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're not subscribed. And then when we're done, you want to click on that notification so that anytime I go live or I put out a YouTube video, it will notify you on your device. So half a pack of this, you're going to get a whole roll of the linen thread. You're going to get a Stampin' Spritzer and also a blending brush. So there's a whole bunch of fun coming in your make and take packet. I do want to tell you that I will be cutting a couple extras of the bingo packets because I always have people who come on and after they see the cards, or maybe they don't get to see the live, but they watch on replay, they will ask if there's any packets left they'd like to get the make and takes with the product. And I will have some of those available. So if you would like to get those, this is my website or my blog, www.AStampAbove. And you can go there and get in touch with me. Hang on, I'm going to pull this out of here. I had this here for placement reasons. And once you get in touch with me, you can say, I would like to register for your October bingo class. And I will send you an invoice through PayPal. Once you pay that, I will ship off your kit and also email you the PDF that everybody gets that registers for this class. So let me tell you about the products we're using tonight. So each month when I decide what products to use for the bingo class, I let you know ahead of time, just in case. So you can order them with your registration if you don't have them. You're welcome to use something similar that you already do have, or perhaps you've already ordered these items, then there are different options for you. You can order just the make and take kit for $35, or you can order that kit and add on these items if you need them. This is the Forever Friendship stamp set. It's kind of a little play on words. I love stamp sets like this. We're going to be using that. We're also going to be using the Soft Seedlings stamp set. And if you have been on my blog, again, this is the address, you know that I have used this and made some beautiful cards with a really fun technique. So you'll have to go check that out if you missed it. Soft Seedlings we'll be using tonight, as well as the gorgeous Leaves Fall 3D embossing folder. This is so pretty and it's absolutely perfect for this time of year. And the Perched in a Tree bundle. Okay, this is the beautiful stamp set and it comes with some fantastic dies. Let me pull these out of here. Oops, hang on. I can do it. There we go. Sometimes things are hard, right? Look at these gorgeous dies that go with the Perched in a Tree. Very, very pretty. Okay, so now that we've done all that, I am going to start on the first card of the night. And let me find my basket. I've got these all numbered. And this is card number 1. Oh, I forgot to mention, you guys, you're going to get a pack of these red and green adhesive backed pearls. These are also going to come in your make and take packet. I'm sorry, I forgot to pull those out and put them with all the other stuff. So these are going to be in there too. Okay. I like to use a piercing mat, and I just put some tape and printer paper on it and tape it on here. This is what I use for my stamping surface. I've got my take your pick tool, my snips, my bone folder. Those are my, oh, and my liquid glue. This is the glue that I like to use for my adhesive, and I see I have a dimensional on there. Okay, for this particular card, we are going to be using Smoky Slate ink, black embossing powder, and this embossing powder is part of the Basics group. When you order the embossing powder from Stampin' Up, or from me through Stampin' Up, you get black, clear, and white all in one container. So it's a pretty sweet little deal. I also have Versamark ink, as well as my roll of opened linen thread, which is included in your make and take packet. I've got the Embossing Editions toolkit. This is a new toolkit in our holiday mini catalog. It comes with an embossing buddy, a set of reverse tweezers, and I didn't know this, but my friend Barb was talking about the ends. They're ceramic, so they won't get hot on you or burn things. And there's also a little paintbrush that comes with this, and I don't know where mine went. It should have been in here, but it's not. So we'll see if we need it. If we do, I will round it up. It's here somewhere. Then I've got the dark Bermuda Bay Stamp and Blend marker, and also the light Smoky Slate. Oh, look, here's the brush. I'm holding it in my hand. Here's the brush that comes with this. These are our alcohol markers, and then I've got a black Stampin' Write marker. Okay, card stock layers. Now, if you didn't order the make and take packet and you would like to recreate these cards at home, I'm going to give you the dimensions, and you will need to write them down so you have them. This is basic black. This is 5.5 by 8.5. I've already scored and folded it at 4.25. And I am going to bring in my other layers. I've got Bermuda Bay here, 4 by 5.25, and also a little 1/4 inch strip that's 5.25 inches long. And then there's 2 pieces of smoky slate. So make sure you're paying attention to this. They're not the same size. One of them is for the inside. It is 4 by 5.25. It is the larger one. This one is 3 3/4 by 5. So just make sure you pay attention to that. All right, first thing we're going to do here is we are going to take the smaller smoky slate and the larger smoky slate, and we're going to do a little bit of stamping. So where's my stamps? Right here. This is the Forever Friendship stamp set. And I like the cute images in here, but I really like the sentiments and the font. It says, time for a card again. That's a play on cardigan, right? Our friendship will live forever, unlike most of the plants I've owned. And I could definitely make this for my Anna and my Haley because they're not that great with plants. And then this one is, I just can't thank you enough. And in the typewriter, it says, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, a million times here. So little play on words. We are going to take this, the larger of the 2 smoky slate. I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Write black marker. Now, Stampin' Blend markers are alcohol. You can't color on stamps and stamp with them. They dry too fast. But our Stampin' Write markers are perfect for this. And I am just going to color in this part of my stamp. Now, when you do this with a marker, you want to lay your marker on its side, and you want to be gentle with it. And you will keep your tips nice and sharp like mine are for a very long time. These are not the markers you let the kids play with. Let me tell you that. That is a definite You buy the Crayola markers at Walmart and you let the kids play with those. You keep these. You selfishly keep these for yourself. Okay, now I see that I ran over a little bit, and that's why God made baby wipes. I like to use Huggies baby wipes, a little plug for a local company. Kimberly Clark is in the Neenah, Menasha area, and their world headquarters are here. They make Huggies and the wipes and a bunch of other stuff. But I like these wipes because they don't leave lint on your stamps if you're using them to wipe your stamps off. They're just really good quality. I'm going to set that over there. I'm going to huff on this, just like you're going to clean your glasses, and look at that. Just a little something on the inside of our card. Now I'm going to clean this off. This is our chamois. This is what I use to clean. The chamois comes by itself, and then we also have a pack of clear stamp cases that I'm putting mine in, and that keeps it moist for me. Okay, here comes the smaller layer. And with the smaller layer, I'm going to use my Versamark ink with that same stamp. And I'm just going to grab my baby wipe and make sure that I don't have any residue on here, because as you can see, I have a pretty nice looking Versamark ink pad. Okay, here we go. And I see that Aina Cam Designs is going to play bingo with us tonight. I'm so happy that you're joining us. You're going to love it. Okay, here we go. We're going to stamp this right about here with that Versamark ink. Now, always close up your ink pads before you bring out your embossing powder. And if you want to know why I stress that, you can imagine what I've done, right? Oh, I forgot to, you know what? I forgot to use my embossing buddy. I'm doing it over because that's not going to work good. especially if you live in a place where you have colder weather, you tend to get a lot of static cling. And the embossing buddy that I just rubbed all over this layer will keep the little pieces of embossing powder off of the rest of the card. I only want them to stick to this Versamark ink. And oh my gosh, it just works so nice. Look at that. There is like next to nothing anyplace else. Now, one thing I like to do is I'll take my card, and I don't do it too hard, but I'll just give it a couple thumps, and now all the little bits that might have been around are back in the container. And by the way, we have this container. That's what this is for, okay? Is you would pour your embossing powder over your layer into here. You would unscrew this so that you can pour it easily through this hole back into your little containers. I just happen to use the embossing powder that I use more often than other colors. I put in these big containers, and I just did that before this was available, and I don't know, I like it. It works good. I'm not going to change now, but I do have other embossing powders that I would use in here. Okay, we have this. Now what we're going to do is we are going to heat set that. Oh my gosh, you guys, I feel like I'm losing my mind. I just looked at this and I went, did I use black ink on that? How did it get black? Is that not crazy? Like sometimes I tell you, my brain is just so scrambled. I'm like, how did that get black? I was supposed to use Versamark. I know I shouldn't tell you these things, but I'm pretty transparent. So my heat tool is heating up right now, and I like to tip my layer in the light so I can see as that embossing powder gets shiny. I know to move my heat tool so I don't burn it off. If you heat up embossing powder too much, you'll just burn it right off your paper. I'm just going to tip it in the light to make sure that I have embossed everything here. It looks really good. If you don't get it all heat set, it's just a powder and it'll come right off the front of your card when you touch it. So that's totally not cool, right? Okay, here is our cute little typewriter. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a little bit of coloring. I am going to color with my light smoky slate marker. Gosh, there's a lot of concentration going on, isn't there? I can't talk, I'm concentrating so hard. Here we go. All right, that looks pretty good. And now I left that part without coloring it. I think it just looks really nice to have a little bit of contrast on the typewriter, right? How many of you had a typewriter like this? I did. I had a regular typewriter, and then I had an electronic typewriter. You guys don't know this about me because I don't think I've ever told you, but I lived in Madison for about 7 years, and I worked at a great big law firm in right downtown Madison on the square. And we had these electronic computerized typewriters. They were pretty fancy for that time. And when my law firm decided to go to a new type of typewriter, they sold them, and employees could buy them if they wanted to, and they sold them for like next to nothing. So I actually bought one. I can't remember what they were called, but I remembered they were just so, they were like the newest thing, whatever, and they were so cool. Boy, we've come a long way, haven't we? No more typewriters. And I remember my uncle on my mom's side was handicapped. And so he couldn't write, but he could type. And that's how he would write letters to me, was by typing them. And he had an old typewriter like this. Okay, I'm just going to smooth this out so I don't have any white in there. And this will all blend nicely once it dries. Very cool. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the words. And you guys have seen me do this before. Brother's typewriter was electric. You know what? I think it was an IBM something or another. And it had cards that you put into it. Lots of you have had some typewriter experience. That's good. Now, one of the things that I really like to do is I like to use words as my background. And I think that's a really kind of a cool technique. And you just pick a place to start and then you start alternating. So I did that, and now I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to come up here again. And it just looks like your paper just keeps going on and on. Like this was paper that was printed. There's no rhyme or reason as far as, you can make them all like this. You can do whatever you want. But I really like to do this for background. And before I forget, I need to give a shout out to my team member, Mary. Mary helps me design for my classes, and oh my gosh, she does such a wonderful job. So I have to give a thanks out to Mary for her help with this class. She's a very, very talented stamper. Okay, and then I think I'm going to come right down here and just kind of go like that and like that. And then we're going to come over here. And then again, I go in between. Isn't this cool? And it's kind of goes along with the play on words that is on the inside where I can't thank, well, the front here too, but I can't thank you enough. And then it just says thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you over and over again. It's pretty cool. So this is what we're going to do with this. We're ready to put our card together. This layer is going to, oh, I remember the name Smith Corona. I don't think it's for the beer. Was that Corona beer? Yeah, I think there's a beer called Corona, but I think I remember that name for office equipment, right? Yeah, I know. I just remember I was just so like, wow, look at my typewriter that I bought. It's so cool. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was neat. I had it for a long time too. Okay, then this is going to go on the front of our basic black card base. Isn't that a pretty color combination? Love it. And then this layer, we're going to take that tiny little 1/4 inch piece of Bermuda Bay, and we're going to add that to the side just for a little sprucing up. I'm always a big inside decorator. Almost always. Not all the time, but almost always. So Steve is taking Molly to dance. She has dance class on Wednesday nights. And then it only lasts a half an hour, so then he will pick her up. But in the meantime, he's taking Molly to dance. It's right by where Haley and Jared live. And he's going to drop Valerie off and grab Haley. They're going to run Haley's car over to the place to get new tires and drop that off and then come back and get Molly. Whoa. Yeah. What a guy, huh? I'm so glad that he is available to do that because he asked me, like, what do you got going on tonight? And I'm like, I have a class. I'm not available to do anything. Okay, now I'm going to use, there are gold, silver, kind of a gray, or actually it's a very pale green, and then red pearls in this pack. And you get a whole, I think, let me make sure I'm not lying to you. You get a whole pack of the pearls. Yes, woo! Oh my God, don't tell lies. And I'm just gonna pop a few of those on here. Here is our first card, you guys. Just a really fun idea with the Forever, does anybody see the stamps? Oh, I just had it in my hand. I moved it out of the way looking for it. Forever Friendship. Oh my gosh, love it. Okay, hang tight because I'm going to set some of this stuff aside that I don't think I need again. I think I need my Versamark. I'm not sure on these markers, but I'll just set them over there. we're going to play a little bingo. So this is how bingo goes. I have numbers in here 1 through 25. And I need to ask, is anybody else eating candy corn tonight? Because I am. So we have all the numbers in here 1 through 25. I'm going to draw a number. If it's one of the numbers that you chose in your 5 numbers, you are going to type the word or the letter B and hit enter. So what'll come up on the screen, if Trish had the B, she would type B and enter. So B will come up. Everybody will bring their B's up. When I bring out the next letter, if you have that one, you're going to type BI and hit the enter. Okay? It's going to go like that. The first person that has the whole word, bingo, Connie's going to verify your numbers. That's a word I couldn't think of before. Oh my gosh, Betty's having a cinnamon roll. Well, Valerie and I made brownies earlier today with nuts. I'm going to have one of those when I'm done. Okay, back to bingo. Sorry, we were talking about sugar items, and that's important. The first person that says bingo is Connie's going to verify your numbers, and if they are all correct, then you are going to be the winner of game number 1. And Cher would like to know how she can get in on this. And Connie's going to tell you, watch for Connie. She's going to type in the comments there, Cher, how you can register for bingo. So here you go. Here it comes from Connie. Connie is our bingo boss tonight. She's the one who keeps track of all of the things in the background. If you're a winner, you need to email me your name, address, and how much you won, and then what you would like to order, the item number and the name of the product. And then I will get back to you and give you any balance over what you won. I will invoice you through PayPal. And you guys, if you win $50, you can order as much over that as you want. If you want to order $350, that's okay. Of course it is, Kelly. If you want to stick to your 50, that's fine too. But just know that there is tax and shipping that's on the items that you order. So you guys know how this works. You're purchasers of Stampin' Up! Product. So my email address is Kelly, Kelly, at AStampAbove.com. And Connie's going to ask, for your email address. Okay, here we go. Are we ready? All right, here we go. And Cher, you need to pick 5 numbers and you need to do it quickly between 1 and 25 and type them in here really quick. All right, first number, 20. 20. If you have a 20, you're going to type B and hit that enter key or whatever we might call it. What is it? Enter, post, whatever. Next up. There we go. Thanks, Cher. 19. 19. And I am going to do the next couple quickly. Number 5 and number 10. Because nobody can win with 4 numbers, right? So we've got 20, 19, 5, and 10. Woohoo! Ginny's got a BI. Yvonne's got a BI. Go, girls. I gotta make sure this is out of my frame, don't I? Yvonne's already got a BIN. Way to go. Way to go. I gotta get a drink. I've been battling a little bit of a cold this week. I don't feel terrible or anything, but my throat's still sore and I feel, kind of coldish. Okay, here we go. Number 15. Number 15. Number 15. Now, I haven't been able to watch the comments really closely, but know that that red line that's going across right at the very bottom of the video, you want to make sure that that's all the way to the right so that you're live streaming with us. I'm sure she probably said that, but if she didn't, I'm saying it again. Number 2. Number 2. Look at Terry with the BING. Way to go, Terry. Holy cow. That's crazy. I want to see where this... Oh, I need to go up here and see what's going on. Okay, so there's where my line is. Can you guys see my tiny hand? Here we go. Number 11. Number 11. Number 11. We have lots of bees coming in. We only have one BIN and one BING. Come on, you guys. No sleeping out there. Here comes some BIs and some BINs. Linda's got a BIN. Number 25. 25. 25. Here comes. Oh, look at Yvonne's got bingo. Shut the front door. Woohoo. Where's my unicorn? Yvonne. Yay. Little unicorn action. Connie's going to verify that you are a winner. If you are a winner, you're winning a $50 gift certificate from me. Oh, Terry's got bingo too. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, Connie's verifying both of you. Yvonne said bingo first, so she would get the $50. Terry, Connie's going to write you down and you'll get a consolation prize. And Terry is good. Yvonne is good. Congratulations, you guys. Woohoo! All right. I'm going to give a little unicorn action to Terry, too. Woohoo! Just because I can, and it's fun. All right. I'm going to mix up the numbers. I want you guys to see me do this. Hold me accountable because I don't want to forget, right? We don't want to call the same numbers next time. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. We're ready for some more stamping. All right. Card number 2. Oh, let me get this. That was card number 1. This is card number 2. And I'm going to put that right there so I can know what's going on. I'm going to set this aside. I'll clean those later. All right, you guys, we are going to be using blender pens. Blender pens come in a box of 3. I don't know, they're like around $10. They're double-ended. Both ends are the same, but these work wonderfully with watercolor pencils. You can do a whole bunch of different things with them, with chalks. We're going to actually use them with a white craft ink pad. So, yay. Oh, I love that you guys are congratulating Terry and Yvonne. That is awesome. We're also going to be using crumb cake ink and a blending brush. We're going to be using our adhesive backed pearls. Let me see what else. Oh, and we didn't use this on the last card, right? I must have thrown it in with the wrong bin. Yeah, we didn't need it on the last card. We're going to use it on this card, though. So I'm going to bring that in here. And my stamps are coming in, and now my layers. So let me get these out. I'm going to get all of them out of the bag. Here we go. Okay. And then here comes all the rest of the pieces. I don't want to lose these. Where is my... Here it is. I'm going to bring this in. Okay, first thing we're going to do here is I am going to color some of this twine. And that's one of the cool things you can do with a variety of our ribbons and twines. And I'm just going to make, this is a bow jig. This is just the thing for making bows. It's just one of those nifty little tools. And I'm going to make my bow about this big. So I'm just kind of looking how much linen thread I'm going to need. Okay. And I can measure it for you. If you guys want to know how much it is 9 inches. Okay. We're going to take, oh, you know what? I need a Poppy Parade. Dark Poppy Parade. I'm going to use Dark Poppy Parade, and I'm going to color my twine. And you can run this through an ink pad. You can do anything you want. You can, sometimes people like to use reinkers and a little bit of water and dye different ribbons or, you know, twines, linen thread or whatever. You can do whatever you want, but I'm just going to use this because it's quick and easy and it dries fast. I'm also, you'll notice, doing it first because I do want it to have time to dry. A lot of times when you are altering products like this and they are a little bit damp, they don't stick well with an adhesive. Like mini glue dots don't like damp things. Okay, we're going to just set this aside. I'll just set that right over there. Now, bring in my layers. I've got Poppy Parade, which is 5.5 by 8.5. And Wendy said she's glad I'm using the blender pens because she bought some a while back and she doesn't really remember how to use them. So you just wait and see. They're pretty easy. All right, we've got that folded, scored at 4 1/4 folded. Then we've got a piece of crumb cake and a piece of white. Both of these pieces are 4 by 5 1/4. We've got a scrap of Poppy Parade, which reminds me, you guys, all of your scraps for all the cards, and I think there's only 3 scraps for these cards, will be in the front underneath this little printed sheet. All your scraps will be in the top, and then your card layers in order behind that. So I just want this to be easy and enjoyable for you so you don't have to go on some type of a hunting mission and whatever. Okay, so we've got a little scrap of crumb cake, and then this little piece is Poppy Parade. This is going to be 1/2 by 3 inches long. First thing we're going to do is we're going to grab that Leaf Fall 3D embossing folder. Isn't that an odd name for an embossing folder? Leaf Fall 3D embossing folder. Very strange. Okay, with your crumb cake one, we are going to put this in. I'm going to put it in right over here. I want to get the most leaves on this. So that's where I'm going to put it and run that through. For the white layer, we are going to take that and we're going to, let's see, put it, I believe, right in here. Yep. We're going to line it up with this line and we're going to, I'm going to show you, hang on. We're going to run it through just like this. So it's about 2 inches from the edge and I've got it lined up on the line. It's hanging out the bottom a little bit, no big deal. Okay, this is a 3D folder. So you're going to take all your platforms out except your base platform, and then you're going to put your specialty platform on top, the gray one, or if you ordered a while ago, it's a blue see-through one. Okay, once we have that done, this is that gray platform, and I think it's number 4. Yeah, it's got a number 4 on it if you have the Stamp and Emboss die cutting machine. Okay, so here's what we have, you guys. Now, the part down here that's got a little bit less leaves on it, we are going to put that in the bottom right corner of our card base. And of course, you can do whatever you want, right? However you want to make this card. But I know some people are like, how'd she do that? So I'm going to tell you all the specifics. And then you can make up your own mind. That's how we roll, right? Okay. We are going to use our blending brush and a little crumb cake ink. This is going to be a very little, very soft, subtle feature. And I'm going to kind of get some ink on here. I'm going to rub a lot of it off. And now I'm just going to come in and add just a little tinge of color to my embossed leaves area. And I know this is hard to see. Let me grab another piece of white. But you can see the difference now, right? Just a little bit of color. And of course you can add as much color as you want, but that's what I'm going to do. So this is going to be very interesting, the inside of our card. And I just think that's pretty neat to do, right? Lots of room for you to write in here. You could stamp a sentiment if you wanted to. I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it blank. I'm going to take this now and I'm just going to keep rubbing it like this. And let the, I'm assuming all the ink is out of it now. That works. It works really good. Okay, on the scrap, this is a scrap, this is a scrap, and this is a layer for our card. We're going to take, let me see what color. I need Memento ink, which is right here. We're going to grab the Time for a Card again, play on words. And we're going to put this on our little strip here. I'm going to try really hard to get it straight. Oh my gosh. That's crazy straight, right? Woohoo, winning. Then we're going to come in with the sweater. I'd wear this cardigan. I like cardigans, especially I'm always cold. And so I'm always wearing a little hoodie or something to help keep me warm. No, this is, oh, here we go. I'm just like, did I give you guys a big enough piece? I'll make sure before I put the packets together. Which, by the way, if you ordered the, I'm going to do this one more time. I want that to be a little bit darker. If you ordered the Make and Take packet, they will be going out before the end of the week. I'm actually hoping to have them in the mail tomorrow, but I always say the week of. Okay, so there's my sweater. That's how I got it to fit on my scrap. And let me move this out of the way. Oh, where's my flag? Hang on. Did I forget to mount the flag? I think I did. Yes, I did. Look at that. So we also need the flag. So let me grab a block. Is this big enough? No. I'll just grab one of these. Ouch, ouch. That was my knee. Sorry for the shake. It didn't hurt as bad as it sounded. Okay, we're going to ink this up also with Memento ink. And we are going to stamp it right on this little strip. And all we need is that pole. So don't worry about the rest of it, okay? And I think I'm going to clean this so I can set it on something because I didn't have enough room in my little case. Okay. We're going to take this and we're going to cut it out. We're going to go old school, little tiny bit of fussy cutting. Don't worry. I don't want anybody to start getting hives because they hate cutting. This is really simple. And that's a real thing. Like there are people that absolutely hate to cut things out, and I totally get it. And then we can cut this flag, okay? Just like that. I'm going to cut the ball right off the end of my flag, and this is what I'm left with. Okay? We'll throw the rest of these little bits and pieces probably on the floor. I'll try not to tell you that because maybe you'll think I'm a little classy. Oh my gosh. Who said give me a prize? Thank you so much. Diana. Yeah, right? I know. My arm got a little strained while I was patting myself on the back there. Okay, here we go. This is going to be a little flag. So, and we're actually going to just glue this right onto this flagpole, okay? But we'll hang tight because we got some things to do here. We're going to take that blender pen and our white ink. And this is what I did. I took this and I just touched it in the ink. And now I'm going to color the ribbing on my sweater. And you can color right over those cute little buttons. You're like, but Kelly, why would you color over the buttons? Oh, wait, and I will show you. You'll be amazed. This is how you can use the blender pen, Wendy. You can also color with a watercolor pencil and then blend it. It has a special solution. That's the word I'm looking for. It has a special solution in here that makes it blend things. I have no idea what that is. It's like magic. Kind of like Winkestella, no clue, love it. Are you one of those people that needs to know all the things? Or are you like me where I'm like, I don't care how it works, just as long as it works? That's how I am. So it's like, I always equate that with, I just keep my head stuck in the sand and I don't ask a lot of questions because I just really don't care. I just want things to work. Oh my gosh, you know what? I just realized, you guys, I'm getting a well put in at our property. We bought some, like, just some wooded property with a garage and an outhouse and a little shed last year. And I'm putting, I'm having a well put in. It's got electricity, but it doesn't have water. So I'm having a well put in. And the well was one price if it went well. price here and then a way over here price if it didn't go well. Well, guess what? They brought the trucks in to start drilling the well, and they had to leave and go get the fracking unit. You know what the heck that means, right? Ugh. And they said that they hit a dry hole. They hit solid granite, and they had to bring in the fracking truck to frack up the granite with high pressured water. I don't understand it. I didn't ask a lot of questions because here we go. I don't really care. I just want water. Isn't that funny? I don't give a rip. I don't care how you are going to do this. You just make it happen. So I don't care what's wrong with my car. Just fix it. Yeah, and I'm not snotty about it. That sounds kind of snotty. I'm not snotty. I'm like, but I really just don't care. I just don't care about stuff like that. I'm just going over this to make it a little bit darker. Isn't that totally cute? I love this. Okay, so now that oh, I forgot to do the bottom. You guys notice that I'm wiping this off because it's picking up a little bit of that black ink, and I don't want that in my ink pad, my white ink pad. So, and if you color like over red ink, it's going to pick up a little bit of that, and I'm just kind of wiping it off before I hit my ink pad. I love it. Isn't that cool? Now, if you need to, if you find that some of your lines got a little muddled here, you can take your black Stampin' Write marker. Crafting takes a little bit longer to dry, and aw, Cher, I'm sorry you have to leave so early, but good luck with your son. I hope he heals up after his surgery. Needs his mama, then he needs his mama. Okay, I just put a little bit there to kind of accentuate that black line again. And maybe you don't care about it. You don't need to do it. It's completely up to you. But I think it makes it look a little bit more vintagey. I know that's not really a word, but sometimes we have to make up our own words to get our points across, right? Or maybe we don't know the word we should be using. Vintagey sounds good to me. Okay, so got it. I think we're good on everything else. For those of you that hate to fussy cut, again, this is pretty simple. It's some good, oops, I got stuck there. Some good easy lines. Get out your little paper snips. You want the nice sharp ones. I always like to leave a little bit of a border around what I'm cutting out. I just think it gives you a little room for error. Because if you cut right on the line and you happen to cut in a little bit too much, now your line is missing. But you could draw it back in with the black marker, right? I guess we could do that. Like I just did right there. Ask and you shall receive. Talk about screwing up and I shall give that to you. Don't you just love it when I have my little conversation with myself? Okay, look at how cute that is, you guys. Totally worth it. Okay, now we're going to bring our card back in here. We are going to add our cute cardigan. So I'm going to grab my dimensionals and we're going to pop this baby up because everything looks better popped up, doesn't it? I've got my mini dimensionals. I'll just do one right there and then maybe just another little tiny one right there. Take your pick tool. Whoops, that was aggressive. Hang on to things so you don't rip them. I've done that too. You get a little carried away and there goes the arm off of your sweater. I'm going to put this little guy right down here in the spot that didn't have a lot of leaves in it. And then here comes our flagpole. I'm going to add a little bit of, well, I guess that doesn't even matter. Here, watch this. I'm going to add a little bit of glue to the back. And we're going to put that right about here. Okay. Then we're going to take our bone folder. We're going to do that. And we're going to do that. And look at how fun that is. Yay. And I'm going to put, let me think about this for a second. I'm going to put a dimensional right in the middle of the lumpy part. Right? And then we're going to put some glue on each end. So I've got some glue on the end that's going to go next to the pole. And I've got some glue on the other end right here. Peel the backing off first, folks. That'll be helpful. And then I'm going to line this up. Now I'm keeping the other end off the paper, so, except for now, I'm going to push that up just a little bit. Hold it in place so it has a chance to dry. Look at how stinking cute that is, right? Yeah, super, super cute. Okay, now what are we going to do about this? Well, let me show you. I think this is just adorable. We're going to put a little gold pearl at the top of our banner pole. And then we're going to come in. Remember when I told you that you don't need to worry about going right over top of the buttons on the sweater? Because we're going to bring in gold buttons. We're going to spice this up. It's going to look so cool. There we go. Super cute, right? Okay, here's our twine that we colored. I'm going to bring in my bow jig. If anybody wants one of these, I actually have them. There's a local man that makes them. I don't make any money on them. I just have them so people can, get them. They're $10. That includes shipping. And if you would like one, again, you can pop me an email. Kelly, Kelly, at AStampAbove.com, right here, AStampAbove.com. And I will invoice you through PayPal. And then you just pay the invoice and I mail you one of these. They're $10. And I do have a video showing you how to make bows. So it's kind of nice. You have to ask me for it though. I don't send it out because a lot of people just know how to use it. Okay, so I'm going to put a curled up, is my head in the camera? I'm going to put a curled up mini glue dot right at the base of my little banner pole. Look at how cute that is. And then I'm going to cut this a little bit shorter. What do you guys think? Is that not just stinking adorable? Yeah, now you, I'm pretty sure, let me look at my thing. Yeah, you get envelopes included with your Make and Take packet. These are good quality Stampin' Up! Envelopes. And I'm going to show you what I would do with this particular, well, let me see. Yeah, I think this is what I would do with my envelope. I would run this through, run it through your machine in the embossing folder. Let me do it quick. I'll do it quick and show it to you because it's pretty cool. And then your envelope will look very cool and match your card. Okay, here comes our embossing folder. Look at our envelope flap. Oh my good grief. And if you wanted to, let's go a little bit further. I'm going to take a piece of printer weight paper. I'm going to fold it up like this. And I'm going to bring this envelope in here so all I have out is the flap. And I'm going to bring in my crumb cake ink again. I'm going to make this a little bit darker than the inside of our card. Here we go. Ah, isn't that cool? Where'd my card go? Right here. Check that out. Yeah, very cool, right? Okay, who's ready for some more bingo? It looks like a cool varsity sweater, Laura says. Exactly. Polly can't wait to get that stamp set. Yes, it is just a really, really cute little stamp set. I love it. And of course, this embossing folder is to die for too. But there we go. That's our next card. I got to keep these all in order here so I know what I'm doing. All right, hang on a second and let me get some of this cleared out of the way. I'll put these away. Again, when you order these blends, you get 3 in a pack, which is like a really, really good deal. And I'll put this over there. Oh, I need to clean this off. I don't want to go and mess up something that I'm going to do. And you just push. I'm pushing on it really hard. There's like 5 gazillion bristles in here. These are the neatest little blending brushes. And when you get yours, if you've never had them before, or maybe you're not as weird as I am, you can take them and you can like brush them on your face because it feels really nice. That might be too much information about me, but again, transparent. Okay, here we go. It is time for bingo. All right, you guys, here we go. Where's my tiny hands? We got them. Who's ready for bingo? This game is worth $50. Where did my card go? Oh, it's right here. Okay. I got another candy corn in my mouth. I'm going to do the first 4 numbers really quick. Not that it matters, but number 2, number 17, number 25. That number 9's out again. There we go. Now I'm going to let you guys process that. And then we'll put some more numbers up, okay? I need to get my other glasses on. Okay, there we go. Are we ready for another one? Look at all the B's and the BI's coming in. We have a number 8. Number 8. Number 8. Number 10. Number 10. Number 18. Lots of BIs. What 3D embossing folder did I use? It's called the Leaf, L-E-A-F, Fall 3D embossing folder. Leaf Fall 3D. It's in the holiday mini catalog for you. Okay. Number 16. Number 16. 16, 16. Going once, going twice, going 3 times. Next number 20. Number 20. Ooh, Trish has a B-I in. Sandy has a bin. Oh my gosh, I know you were getting ready for the next one, Sandy. Way to go. Then we have a number 11. Number 11. We're getting close, you guys. We're getting close. Number 4. Number 4. Here comes the next one. Number 24. Ooh, we got a B-I-N-G. 2 B-I-N-Gs. Janice has got a B-I-N. Jenny's in with a B-I. Number 19. Do we have any winners? Kathy's on the board with a B-I. We got Janice with a B-I-N-G. Kathy with a B-I-N. Comes the next one. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. 22. Number 6. Number 6. Number 6. Number 6. Then we have, my gosh, you guys, number 7. It's a lot of numbers out here. Number 7. Oh, Connie's got a B-I-N-G. Oh, look at all the letters coming in fast and furious. Vicky's on the board with a B. Go, Vicky. There's still time. Don't fret. Ginny's got a B-I-N-G. Number 3. Number 3. Here we go. Woohoo. Number 3. Here we go. We got a B-I-N. Vicky says, finally. Ah, Kathy Shaning's got a bingo. Connie will verify the bingo. And I'm going to get ready for my next card here. Let me know, Connie, if Kathy made it. And remember, Kathy, you're going to pop me an email. Ginny needed a 23. Well, Ginny, the next number that was coming up was a 15. So, okay, Kathy. Connie said she meant to say Kathy. Kathy is good. Okay, hang on. Congratulations. And we have a little unicorn action. Congratulations, Kathy. I am happy that you won. Now you are going to pop me an email. You won a $50 gift certificate. You're going to pop me an email that says how much you won, your name and address, and then the item code and the name of the items that you want. And again, I am mixing up all of our numbers here. Okay. Whew. Card number 3. Oh my gosh, you guys, this one is just so fall pretty. So fall pretty. We are going to be using the Perched in a Tree stamp set and the Aspen Tree. Hang on, I got washi tape stuck to me. Aspen Tree dies. This stamp set and these dies for this card. So pretty. I knew when I saw this in the catalog, it was one of the first things that I needed to have because I love making fall cards. Now, we've also got a spritzer, and we're going to be using that blending brush. Where did it go? Blending brush. Do you guys see it? I thought I left it out. Oh, here it is right here. Okay. So, we're also going to be using our pearls, and we've got Cajun Craze, Cherry Cobbler, Mango Melody, and Pumpkin Pie inks here. And I am going to just set this right here so that that's not glaring at you with the lights. Lighting is such a tricky thing. Like, it's something that demonstrators in their videos struggle with so much, and it's so annoying. Okay, here comes all of our bits and pieces. Now, you are going to have a Cajun Craze card base. This is 5.5 by 8.5. This is scored at 4 1/4. We're going to fold it and burnish that edge good. You guys are so nice to congratulate Kathy. I just absolutely love that. Next, we have a piece of, here, let's do this. We have a piece of basic white that is 4 by 5 1/4. And we have 2 pieces of Sahara sand. They're both 4 by 5 1/4. And then we've got a scrap for the leaf. And you're going to grab your glimmer paper. Remember, you get a half a pack of this. So you're going to grab one of these sheets, and you're going to, I cut off about, this is just it's going to be for die cutting, so there's no definite size, but I cut off about a 2.5 inch strip with, you know, right down the paper. So you got to, not the little spots up there, but this way, just so you know. And of course, you can do it however you want. But we're going to grab those dies, and we are going to do a little bit of die cutting. So we have these gorgeous leaves in here. This leaf and this leaf, and then we have the scenery of trees. There we go. So we're gonna take, let me see what I'm doing here. We're going to take one of these layers and we're going to run it through, center this die and run it through so you get the trees die cut. And that's what that's gonna look like, okay? Then we're gonna take this and we're gonna spritz it with a little bit of water. That makes the paper a little softer, okay? And we're going to run this through our die cutting machine. It gives you a deeper imprint when you make the cardstock damp. And here that comes. And now we're gonna let that, see how nice and deep those embossed lines are? We're gonna let that dry. We're also going to die cut this leaf up here, a few speckles, not too many. And then we're gonna do this one up here with less speckles. And then we're going to die cut this again down here. So I'm gonna do that right now. So hang tight. Here comes, oh my gosh, isn't that so pretty? And then look at this one. Oh, love it. And then we're gonna do another little one down here. Hang tight. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna put these away before I lose them. And here comes that smaller leaf, look at that. And this cuts and embosses at the same time. So it's harder to see the vein lines in these, but they're there. Okay. I'm gonna set that aside. Now what we're gonna do is we are going to do a little bit of stamping and we're going to do some blending. So you're going to take the other Sahara sand layer and the white layer and we are going to, I don't know why I have a white layer because that's wrong. We shouldn't have a white layer. And that reminds me, hang on, I need to look at my cutting template to make sure that I didn't screw that up. Hang on. This card is Cajun Craze. Here we go, Cajun Craze. Oh, I do have basic white on here, and I'm not using basic white. Okay, good. I'm glad we found this because I haven't cut this yet, but I was starting to stack it. Okay, next up, we need 2 of these, not just one. So the first one we die cut, right? So that's gone. This one is the one that we're going to stamp on. And we're going to take our Cajun Craze ink. Oh, I'm so glad when I catch little things like that, right? And we're going to stamp, no matter the season, I'm here for you. Put that right here. Is that straight? No, it's crooked. So let's try it again. I'm going to stand up. Oh, so much better. Okay. We're going to take that little leaf, this one with all the speckles on it, and we're going to put that on the inside. This is why I have a take your pick tool. I can't pick things up off my table with my nails. It's kind of annoying, but you get used to it. It's totally worth it, right? They're pretty. Yeah. No pain, no gain. Okay. That's what I say. We're going to put this right inside our card. And again, this is Sahara sand instead of white, which I think is pretty cool. Get this centered in here and straight. Very cool. Now, oh yeah, we do need that white piece. Gosh, Kelly. Sorry, I forgot about the layer that's under the trees. So I'll fix that later. Now we're going to do some blending. Sorry about that. Ugh. And I'm going to start with my lightest color first. I'm going to get this blending brush. Remember, we use crumb cake with it, so I'm going to get that off of here. We might need to use this too as little scratch sheets. So I'm going to get this loaded up, and I'm going to come in here and we're going to blend. A little bit more color. And I'm pushing pretty hard, you guys. Now, I'm going to kind of just blend it off like that. And then I'm going to come in with my next lightest color, which is my pumpkin pie. And you want to, rub it off the side, off your layer of cardstock first, because otherwise you'll get a glob like that. And if that's the look you want, then by all means, but that's not what I'm going for here. Okay, so I'm going to just do this, and you can see it gets a little bit of color, but it's almost gone when you do that. Now I'm going to come in with my Cajun Craze, because I think my Cherry Cobbler is my darkest color. So now we're going to load this up. Here we go. This almost looks like candy corn, don't you think? Yes, Christine, I just looked up and you said that. That's exactly what it looks like. I'm going to go just a little bit darker. Okay. And now we're going to go with the Cherry Cobbler. This makes great sunsets. Oh my gosh. All kinds of really cool things. Here comes our cherry. Now this is going to be very dark. So you want to take a light hand at first. I'm not pushing as hard as I did with the other colors, because I just kind of want to feel it out and make sure that it's not going to get too crazy on me. The reds are always like more, right? They're just a lot. Now, I could have started this up a little bit further and had a little bit more of the graduating colors, but whatever, live and learn. Okay, I think that looks really, really good. Now what we're going to do with that is we're going to take our spritzer, and I am going to spritz it with a little water. And what that's going to give us is some water spots. Look at the water spots happen. It's just like magic, you guys. It's a very, very cool look. This is a really neat look also to use with seashell type stamp sets. We have a seashell set. Something like Friends Like You or something. I can't remember what it's called, but you guys know what I'm talking about. This is a very, very cool thing to do with ocean, seashells, because I don't know, it is. Just because it is. Yeah, isn't that cool? It's very cool. Okay, so I'm going to actually bring in a heat tool, because I didn't make this ahead of time. That's why I didn't know what my white layer was for. I'm going to bring in a heat tool so I can help this dry so we can continue on with our card. Friends are like seashells. That's exactly the name of it. So when I sprayed my layer, I think Tina just asked how I sprayed it. I just picked it up and I sprayed just like this. You could do this. You could come in here. You could test it out on a scrap. Try it in your garbage can. That's what I like to do a lot. But these Stampin' Spritzers are like the best for the kind of crafts that we do because they spray such a fine mist. You're going to get one, if you don't have any already, you're going to get one in your make and take packet. And I have several of these that I use for various things. So, all right, this is drying pretty good, but I'm going to hit it with the heat tool. Oh, and now look at how it's accentuating. I'll hold it up in just a second. When I'm drying layers like this, you can see how it's kind of curling up. I turn it over and hit it from the back, and that flattens it back out. Now it's curling up this way, and I turn it over and flatten it back out. Feel it. Feels good. Feels dry. Okay, let me get rid of that. All right. We are going to take, who knows where my trees went? Here they are. We're going to take our trees. These two are the same size. Look at that, you guys. Is that not gorgeous? You saw how easy it was to do, right? I know. Is it water or rubbing alcohol? It is water. It is just plain old water. And let me sniff it to make sure. Yep, it is water. Nothing fancy. Okay, that was a great question. Thank you for asking that and being persistent so that I answered you. Yeah, if you guys ever, if I miss a question and you're like, no, I need to know that, just put it all in caps and just keep asking it because somebody else is going to jump in and say, hey, you need to answer so-and-so's question. I'm glad you did that. I have a friend in Australia that we met through my online presence, and she finally got to watch me live the other night. Well, it was the second time. The first time she told me she got to watch me live, but she guessed I didn't see her comment. And I told her the next time, because of the time difference, you know, it's in the middle of the night when I'm on over there. I said, the next time you get to watch me live, you keep doing in all capitals, Kelly, it's me, it's me, it's me, it's me. And she did that. And I finally saw her, so it was perfect. So be persistent. All right, next up, we are going to take this and add it to the front of our card. Now, if anybody came in late, this is a class, and there are 5 different cards that we're making tonight. And your registration will give you all the pre-cut cardstock and the PDF instructions to make all 5 cards with a bunch of the products that I'm using included in your kit. If anybody would like to take this class, I do have a few packets left over the people that are already registered here. So please feel free to pipe up and say that you would like to register for the class. Connie will get your email address or get it to me, and I will get you an invoice so that you can get it on the make and take packets. Does anybody see my dimensionals? It gets to be such a mess here. You guys know we're crafters. We make a disastrous mess. There is just no lying about that. Okay, I'm going to put this one on dimensionals. You could actually put that one on dimensionals too if you wanted to, but I kind of just glued it down. We're going to get this one popped up. Oh, I should have moved that one up a little bit more. Let me see if I can get it off of here. This paper is a little different. It doesn't feel like cardstock. It's a little bit thicker. There we go. Nobody cares what that looks like, right? No, now I can put it on dimensionals too. No, I'm just going to leave it like this because we're going to cover that up. So don't worry. I'm going to put this up just a little bit. There we go. I like that better. And then I stuck that to my desk. And then we're going to put this one down right about here. Oh, I know. I want to put those stems kind of together. That looks good. And then we've got this one. And that one I'm going to glue right on top of this Sahara sand one. Just like that. Oh my gosh, you guys, it gets better. Just hang on. And now we're going to take our our linen thread, and we're going to do a triple bow. So this is how you do this. You wrap it around. So there's 3 times wrapped around. And now I'm going to cross it over, push one under, up and over, and now you tie it in a single knot. That is how simple these tools are to use. And it makes a perfect bow every single time, like every single time. Pop that out. Look at how cute that is. Every single time. Okay, now what I like to do, you hang on to this really good and you do this like your curling ribbon, and that will curl your linen thread just a little bit to make it super charming. Just like that. What? Look at how cute that is. All right, we're gonna grab ourselves a mini glue dot, perhaps, and maybe not. Oh, here they are. Good grief, right? I'm gonna curl this up. And I'm going to put this right here. And then we're going to bring this in right here. Oh my gosh. Look at how cute that is. Now, we need some embellishments, right? So I'm going to go with gold. I think gold looks beautiful with this particular color combination. Love, 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 love. And we'll do maybe one more right over here. You could put as many as you want. You get a whole bunch on this card with your kit. Okay, so this is our gorgeous, gorgeous card using a perched in a tree bundle. Isn't that something? Wait till you see the next one. I can't hardly wait to show you. All right, let me get some of this stuff out of my way. I'll put these back over here so I can find them again, or not find them. Talk about finding them. We're ready to play a little bingo. And bingo, bingo, bango. Where did my bingo numbers go? Oh, here they are. With my tiny hands. Are you guys ready? Thank you so much. The card is gorgeous, isn't it? All right, here we go. Oh, I got to get my tiny hand on. Number 2. Number 2. Number 25. Oops. Hand malfunction. Number 12. Number 12. Number 11. All right, I'm going to let you guys catch up now. I got to get a drink. Oh my goodness, I was thirsty. I'm sorry, I just sniffled. It's kind of gross, right? But we're all adults. Number 4. And I do have kind of a cold, but I feel fine, so that's good. Number 4. Number 4. Hi, Priscilla. I just saw you pop in for the first time. Maybe you've been on here all this time. Number 9. Number 9. Number 9. And then number 10. Number 10. Thanks, Diane. I appreciate that. What are we doing? Tamika wants to know what we're doing. We are making cards and playing a little bingo. Here comes the next one. Number 17. Number 17. Who's ready? I'm watching all the... Oh, Jan's got BIN. Okay, Priscilla was napping. Here we go. Number 8. Number 8. Number 8. Let's see who's got number 8. Oops. Number 7. Number 7. Number 7. Oh, here comes a whole bunch of them. 7 was a lucky number. Number 23. Number 23. Ooh, Ginny's got B-I-N-G. Good night, Laura. Thank you so much for joining us. You definitely want to pop back in and fast forward to the next card because it's quite amazing. Diana likes my tiny hands. I know they are fun, aren't they? 18. 18. Da, da, da. Wendy wants some luck from my tiny hands. Val saw my tiny hands the other day. I have a whole bunch of them in my closet, and she was giggling and wanted a set, so I gave her some. It was so funny. Oh my gosh. Okay, next, number 5. Number 5. Tamika's asking, how do we play? Each person picks 5 numbers, and then as I read the number, they add a letter to the word bingo. And number 5, number 5. Oh, we got Caroline from Scotland. Yay! Oh, thank you about my cold. Yeah, I hope it leaves soon too. I'm just grateful that I'm not really super sick. I just am annoyed, you know, like I'm nasally and I'm sniffling and that's gross. Number 3. My throat was sore and my eyes were burning, but they're better now. Tiny hands for tiny hands. I know. And I have some even smaller ones than this, Wendy. And she thought they were so funny. Ginny's got bingo. Ginny's got bingo. We're going to wait for Connie to confirm those numbers. Wait for Connie to confirm the numbers. I'm going to bring up my next bin. And Tamika was asking about how do you get the cards? We make the cards. We are stampers. And we are, it's a class to learn how to make these cards. So that's what's happening. Oh, Connie said Ginny is good. Ginny, you're going to email me. You're going to give me your name, address, how much you won. Oh, and I better tell you how much you won. You won a $75 gift certificate. You're going to put the item code and the name of the items that you want, and I will PayPal invoice you for any hundreds of dollars over that amount you want to go. So, just saying. Just kidding. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. Yay. And a little bit of unicorn action. Okay. We are going to mix up the numbers because we have one more game, right? We have one more game to play. Yeah, because we got to go for our big game at the end. The 4th game. Okay, those are mixed up. Tiny hands back in the bucket. Oh my good Lord, we got some blends coming out. Here we go. We're going to be using Evening Evergreen and Soft Suede. I've got another blending brush here. I'm not quite sure why, but I'll figure it out. Here comes my stamps. You guys, I'm going to have to run to the bathroom and blow my nose because this is really getting on my nerves. And take a little break. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So much better. Thank you. Okay. All right, now let me see what I'm doing here. I'm going to bring in my card layers. And, oh yeah, this card is a little bit more. What's my last card looking like? Oh yeah, soft seedlings. Okay, so we're going to do our front layer first. And first of all, you're going to grab your 2 pieces of the Evening Evergreen Shimmer paper, okay? And that comes with your packet of goodies. You are going to cut, one piece is going to be 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, that's the piece we're going to score at 2 1/8 inches. So I'm going to grab my paper trimmer. We're going to score this at 2 1/8 inches. So 2 1/8, just like that. All right, so I'm going to just fold that. Whoops, I'm going to fold that one so I know that that one's the one that's scored, because it's kind of hard to see. This paper is really dark. Okay, the other piece, oh, maybe that's, hang on. This one is, nope, you know what? I think I just did that wrong. I know I did. This one should be the one that's scored. This one doesn't need to be scored, but it didn't hurt anything. This bigger piece is the one that needs to be scored, and that gets, this bigger piece is 5 1/4 by 4 1/4, and you're going to score it at 2 1/8. Yep, because that would be half, right? Sorry about that. I'm glad you don't have your packet so you didn't mess anything up, right? Okay, 2 1/8. We're going to score that, and now I'm going to fold that so that I know that's the piece and not this one. And now anytime I mess up with scoring, I find that I can take my bone folder and I can kind of press those score lines back out of my paper. Because I did it the other day where I messed up and I'm like, ugh. You know, you hate to waste that paper. Now let's see what that looks like on the front. Well, it looks pretty darn good. Okay. Okay, so 4 by 5 1/4, and then 4 1/4 by 5 1/4 scored at 2 1/8. And then you're going to need one more piece at 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. So all the same length, just different widths. Now I've got 2 pieces of evening evergreen. This piece is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. It's been scored at 4 1/4. And I'm just going to burnish that edge. Then we've got another piece of evening evergreen that is 5 3/8 by 8 3/8, and it is scored at, hang on, 2 1/8. So 2 1/8 and 4 1/4. 2 1/8, 4 1/4. And we're going to fold that. We're going to fold that, okay? So I'm going to fold and burnish. Where's my bone folder? Right here. I'm going to fold this. And then this one, the easiest way to make this work out is just to bring that last one in. Instead of scoring and having it be a little bit off, just pull it right in and butt it up against this one. And that's what we're going to do there, okay? So this is what we have, all right? Now, this is where the cool part comes in. Are you ready for this? We're going to grab that great big tree die, and we are going to put that, let me make sure I got it going right side up here. Yep, we're going to put that right here. So I'm going to grab a little temporary tape so I can get this right in place. You're going to center this between these 2 score lines and the top and the bottom. And I want to look at this for just a second and see what I have. I want to look at this die and see what that looks like. Okay, so again, I'm just going to look at this. I'm going to center it. So you don't really need to worry about anything here. Just center your die and make it happen. Okay, so I'm going to run this through my machine. I'm going to run it through this way. Hang on. Here it comes. Make sure you get all those little bits and pieces off your plates, because like I've got an indent there from that piece that I just flicked off. That annoys me. Look at this. Let me get this off of here. Now, before I put my dies away, I always like to get all the bits out of them. Oh, that was hard. So there we go. Before I put them away so that the next time I go to use them, I don't have to deal with getting the bits out. I like them to be cleaned up and ready to rock for the next time. So I don't know if you guys heard on my YouTube Live on Sunday, I'm going to be going to the Packer game this Sunday, and I'm pretty excited about it. We're going to go watch the Packers, and I think we're going to a party house ahead of time. Okay, you guys, some magic things are going to happen here. So we're going to put this card together. First of all, we're going to, let me make sure I know what I'm doing here. We're going to do this. We're gonna fold this in. Is that the one that's supposed to be scored? Yeah, we're gonna fold this in on the score line, right? Yes, this is the bigger piece. We're gonna fold that in on the score line. We're gonna take this and we're going to put it on the inside of our card. Now, I want all my gold dots to be at the top, okay? So I'm pushing it into that score line in the center. And now I'm gonna, hang on, I got probably a goober in the end here. Let me take that out with my baby wipe. That's not my tissue that I blew my nose in. Just want to be clear about that. And there we go. Now it's running better. There we go. Now I'm just gonna push that in there and I'm just gonna close that and let it go really good. Yeah, Deidre, this is Evening Evergreen. So, oh, I'm glad you held that. Did I bring back the box of tissues? Actually, the box of tissues is on my desk. And I just went into the bathroom so that you wouldn't have to hear me blow my nose because I kind of draw a line there. I know I've done some really crazy things, but I tend to stay away from the gross stuff. So... Thank you, though. That was really sweet. Okay, so this is what we have going on here, right? Next thing we're going to do is we are going to take this part right here and we're going to put this smaller piece right over here. Huh. Yeah, that's interesting because that's a little long. Do you guys see that that's a little long? I am going to trim that just a little bit and then I'll figure out where I went wrong. I'll put this in the PDF instructions because I don't know why that's so long. I think it's probably not cut to the size that I said it would be. So I'm going to cut off probably like 1/8 of an inch, just like that. Okay, that's going to look much better. Okay. Here comes my other designer paper. And again, I've got those gold dots at the top. Okay, we're gonna stamp this layer. I'm gonna grab my new piercing mat because that other one's pretty yucky. And we're gonna do Your Kindness Warms My Heart. We're going to stamp that right on here with the soft suede ink. This is Evening Evergreen. This is soft suede. Keep that out of there. We're going to stamp this. And I'm going to... Oh, that turned out so good. Yes. All right. I'm feeling like a winner here tonight. Now, I'm going to do all these little speckles, and I'm going to stamp them off twice, okay? That looks really good. That's good enough for me. Okay, this part, and let's see, this part was 2 by 5 1/4. That's going to go on our die cut layer right over here. Oops, I'm trying to get it centered here. There we go. Okay, just like that. Now, I'm getting a little nasally again. We're gonna bring this in and we're gonna add it to our card just like this. What do you guys think? Like, isn't that crazy? Crazy cool, right? Okay. I'm gonna do the back of the left side first. And this goes like this. So I just kind of want to make sure that I'm getting everything in here right, so that it'll fit inside the card when we close it, okay? So press that down. I want to take a look at it, make sure everything's looking good here. Yeah, this piece is still a little bit longer. Then we're going to add this one, and we are going to close our card, okay? Just like that. Look at that. Is that not the coolest thing? That's just how easy that is. So you've got a card outside and a card inside, pretty much both card bases, right? Okay, now what are we going to do to the front? Like, if this wasn't enough, what? Yeah, Beverly says definitely crazy cool. Now we're going to bring in the larger vanilla, and here's this other layer. We're going to be playing with this, but we're going to bring in this one, and we're going to stamp this tree branch. And I think I'm going to stamp my bird first. I'm going to stamp my bird with black Memento ink because we're going to color the bird in with the blends. So I love this chubby little bird. It almost reminds me of a chickadee, but we're not going to color it like it's a chickadee. So we're going to stamp our bird right here like this. We're going to bring in our other sentiment that says, wishing you abundant joy and peace. And I'm going to stamp that right away too. So I make sure that I leave room for it. That's with the soft suede ink. Then we've got the branch, and I'm going to take just a tiny little Post-it note. These are little Post-it note strips, and I'm going to add that to my bird's foot. And you know, I just gotta kind of guesstimate where this is going to go. If you notice, I have a soft suede marker here. That might come in really handy in just a sec. Okay, so now I should probably use a Stamparatus, but gosh, I just have faith. I am going to take this and I'm going to stamp it just like that. Let's see how I did. See how I stamped right over the little Post-it note? Okay, I did pretty good, right? So now I'm going to take, oops, I have something in my hair. Gosh, it might be food from Valerie. That feels icky. I'm going to take my same soft suede ink, soft suede, and I'm just going to fill in. Nobody will ever even see that. Is that not the coolest thing? Yeah. All right, we're going to do that. Now, I am going to color my bird in, and I think I'm going to use the crumb cake. I need that one again, but I don't need my soft suede again. So let's get this cleaned up and out of the way. Okay, crumb cake, light and dark. I always like to use my dark marker first, and I'm just going to go around the edges of my bird's belly. This was a chicken, it'd be the breast, and we would be eating it. Oh, I'm so mean, aren't I? My sister was talking about her chickens. She's got chickens. And it was kind of funny tonight because she's got a chicken that is, I'm just going to put a little bit of brown throughout here. A chicken that's like trying to sit on the eggs to make baby chickens. And so my sister went out behind the shed, and there's some old weedy grass out there. She found like 40 eggs yesterday. Because the chicken is like running all over laying eggs, and it was sitting on a nest, but then it quit, and it's a little confused. And You know, the chicken might not be running with a full deck or whatever. Okay, I'm coloring this with a light crumb cake. I like that. I've also got a dark daffodil here, and I am going to color the beacon so it's yellow and the little feet. Just a tiny little bit of feet. You could put the branch in there so that it's hitting that other foot, but my bird happens to be balancing on one foot, and that's okay. If the person I send this card to brings that to my attention, I will never send them a card again. I'm just saying. I am pretty picky like that. Like, don't you dare call attention if I made a mistake. You will never get another card from me again. Okay. I'm just going to come in here. The places where Stampin' Up! Has given us these like marks, that's where you're going to do your shading. Okay. This is dark soft succulent. This is light soft succulent. And I'm now going to come in here and just outline, color in, so I don't go out of the lines. I'm going to do this, and then I'll come in with that big end and start blending. Sorry again for the sniff. But I know somebody said you have to breathe. You're right, I do. Oh, I'm going to go around the outside of that eye and see if I can keep that white in there, because I always like that look. I think that just looks really nice. Got a little bit of brown running through the feathers on the wing. Oh yeah, I like this. This looks really good. What do you guys think? That's pretty snazzy, right? Okay, now, with that stamp that has all the polka dots on it, we're going to polka dot this all up. And I think what I'm going to do, if I can find some big Post-it notes, which, good Lord, you know I have like 500 packs of them around until I need one. Here it is. Yay! I'm going to do a little masking, and I'm going to bring in that big bird. And what did I use? I used black ink on this, so I'll keep it in the black ink. And I need to find where my sticky is. My sticky's right up there, so I'm going to do this. Now, this is how you create a mask. I'm sure most of you know this, but some of you might not. And you need to find your scissors to be able to do this. Oh, thank you. We had a troll. Was that the one that was asked? Oh, look, tender hot. That's nice. Yeah, trolls are a problem. Thank you guys so much for being right on top of that. I'm sitting here stamping away, and I didn't even know what was going on. So I appreciate that. I don't understand, like, you know, what kind of a person comes into a crafting video where you know there's all kinds of sex-craved stamping ladies, right? And decides that's a good place to be dropping the old video links. Like, seriously? Like, you're going to get a lot of business off of that. And they have to know that they're going to get reported, wouldn't you think? Or are they just that stupid? So, there's my 2 cents worth. Thank you guys for having my back. Okay, here comes my little bird. You don't have to cut it out real precise because it doesn't really matter. But I'm going to do that. And I should probably do it for my branch too, but I'm just not. I'm kind of lazy. So here we go. Stamp off twice. And then the really cool thing about these polka dots is I'm sure you can't even see this, but there's a smear of ink right there. And I'm going to so cover that up that nobody will ever know that it happened. And some of these I'm going to only do stamp off once. And then the other ones I will stamp off twice. How about that's once? There's second stamp, once, second stamp, once, second stamp. I always forget. Once, second stamp, and then let's just do one little one right in there. I'm going to get just a little bit closer to that branch so it doesn't look like I neglected it. Yay! Okay. Oh, how about one more down here? Yay! All right, so we've got our speckled bird. Wah! Isn't that beautiful? You guys like my singing? I'm sure nobody does. Okay. I have no illusions about my abilities to be a singer. Like, no question whatsoever. All right, now what we're going to do is we are going to add this to our beautiful designer series paper. Just like that. I almost missed this designer paper in the catalog. Like, I almost didn't even see it. Sometimes stuff is hidden in there, right? Okay, here comes the front of our card. So gorgeous. Then I'm going to bring in these, and we're going to use the gold pearls. Oh, we have a new Caroline as a very new crafter. Welcome, Caroline. I'm so happy to have you in here. I have a whole bunch of videos, and you can find them on my channel if you want to see more than what you're going to get here tonight. But we're stampers. We make cards. We do scrapbooking. We make 3D items. I have this cute little treat holder. These are Frankenstein peeps that I got at Walgreens. And I made this little box to go over them. But this is the kind of stuff that we do, and we have so much fun. All right, so here's our little pearls, you guys. Look at what? Now, in the instructions of the PDF, I'm gonna go over these dimensions because this doesn't have much of a border over here, but this has a bigger border. So I got something a little different there, but I'll figure it out and I'll put it in the dimensions so that you can refer to those and know exactly what, I don't know, I did something wrong, but we'll figure it out, okay? All right, that is our card number 4. And now, I've got things all over. I am going to move some of this stuff out of my way. And, oh, I just got ink on my desk. Hang on. And it's off. Put these back in here. Get this over here. Yay. There's our next card. I have that right there. We're ready for some more bingo. So, Caroline, what we do in here is we make a card and then we play a game of bingo. So we do 5 cards and 4 games of bingo. And whoever wins the bingo, they get gift certificates to buy crafty stamping products. Yes, Trish said some people stamp off in a way that they can use it on the next stamp, right? But you need to be very careful because if you're stamping off and you only stamp on this part, the other part of your stamp doesn't really touch as hard. So if you take that whole thing and then stamp it someplace else, this part is darker and that's lighter and there's a definite line. And gosh, I've just done that a million times and it just is so frustrating because it's like, oh, I forgot again. Here we go, you guys. 15. 15. Number 13. Number 10. Number 3. There you go. I'm going to let you guys catch up. Oh, I saw that Caroline says she always watches me on the catch-up. Look at all the people. Those were good numbers for so many people. Love it. Okay, next, number 8. Number 8. Number 8, number 8, number 8. 15, 13, 10, 3, and 8. And here comes number 12. Number 12. 12. Gotta get over here and get my next card. Oh my gosh, you guys are gonna love this one too. It's beautiful. Oh. Number 4. Number 4. Ooh, Tina has B-I-N. Vicky has B-I-N. Go, girls. That's number 4. That's an 8. This is number 11. Number 11. Oh, yes, please. Eileen, thank you so much. Please do give me a thumbs up. Click on that like button. I've only got, mine shows 5 thumbs up. Underneath where it says Cards and Bingo October class, under the video, there's a thumbs up there. You can click on that like. Oh, we've got BJ in here from Washington. Welcome, BJ. Here's a number 2, everybody. Number 2. Number 2. Number 2. Before we get done tonight, too, you can click on that share button and share this video. That's a great way to help me out, and I so appreciate it. Look at Tina with the B-I-N-G. You go, girl. Here comes the next one, number 18. Tina, you got an 18? Let's see it. Got an 18? Who's got 18? 18, 18. Oh, your screen shows 148 thumbs up. Mine shows 5. Not lying. That's so weird. Here we go. Number 1. Number 1. I wonder if I did this. Hang on. Nope, that didn't change it. Okay. Do we have a bingo? I'm not paying attention. Thank you, Terry, for the share. I really appreciate it. And here comes number 6. I'm sorry, number 6. Number 6. Oh, Ginny says hers shows 154. Whoa, I like that. That's good. There we go. There we go. Ready for the next one? Who's ready? 22. Who's got a 22? Dee's got B-I-N. Beverly with the B-I-N. Debbie with the B-I-N. I just subscribed and liked the video. Thank you so much, Tamika. I really appreciate that. Tina's got a bingo. What? All right. Yeah, see, Beverly's shows 10 thumbs up. Mine still shows 5. Yay, Tina. Now remember, Tina. Okay, Tina, Connie has verified your numbers. Make sure you email me. Tell me the amount you won. And this is our last bingo game. You won a $100 gift certificate. Tell me the amount you won, the item code, and the name of the items that you would like to get with your gift certificate. And congratulations! Let's do a little unicorn action. Yeah. All right, you guys, we have one more card, and this is also a beauty. The Soft Seedlings stamp set is, just... Oh, look, I got washi tape everywhere. Incredible, isn't it? I love these types of stamp sets. They just look so real and so beautiful. We have a gorgeous card to make. If I can find my stuff. Oh, here it is. Okay, here we go. We're going to be using Bermuda Bay, Coastal Cabana, along with Soft Suede. Let me get my cardstock out here. I'm going to put my bingo stuff right back up here so I don't lose it. Goodness knows I had a hard enough time finding it before the class. Okay, and here comes our cardstock layers. We have, this is Coastal Cabana. This is 8.5 by 5.5. We're going to score that at 4 1/4 and fold it and burnish that edge good. Oh, look, I really messed that up. Hang on. I'm going to force it into place. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Hang on, I'm going to sneeze. Oh my goodness. Maybe just one sneeze, but usually two. We'll see. All right. Next, we have 2 pieces of basic white. This 4 by 5 1/4. One's for the front and one's for the inside. Now, I think I'm going to stamp my inside right away. We're going to take the Coastal Cabana ink and our big leaf from the Soft Seedlings. Now, for Tamika, that is new. If you would like to find out all about this, you can head over to my blog. The address is right here, and you can find all kinds of great stuff, just so you know. And now I'm just going to stamp that very, very lightly, just like that. And then we're going to open up that soft suede, and I've got For You. And that For You is going to just go right over there. Isn't that pretty? Love that. Okay, we're going to put this inside our card. So, you guys, I don't know if you have a big weekend coming up, but I've got a wedding on Saturday. One of my best friend's sons is getting married, so that's going to be really fun. And Haley is also invited, so her and Jared are going to be going. And my husband is coming with me, so that's nice. He's not going to be hunting this weekend, or so he told me the other day. Who knows? That could change. And then on Sunday, we're going to the Packer game with a pre-game tailgate party. Whoa, it's going to be so cool. Like, so busy. So I'm doing a pre-recording of my YouTube Live for Sunday night. So I will still have something for you to watch, but I just will not be live. I'm going to record it ahead of time. So just so you know, it will post to my website at 7 p.m. Central Time, just like normal. Except I won't be live. Okay, next what we're going to do, excuse me, is we are going to bring in a E-block. This is a nice big block. It's going to fill up most of my card front. And let's see. We're going to take our blending brush. I have one here. Now, when I get done with these, you guys, I will take them and wash them out and dry. That's what I do. So you can let them dry. Thank you, Connie, for blocking and reporting. I think you have to block. No, I don't have to block. Connie can do that. I think anybody can block. This is a different troll. If you blocked him before, yeah. So I'm gonna, hang on, I'm gonna hide. Okay. All right, did you see the Packer Giants game in England last weekend? Yeah. Yeah, some of them look too funny being cheese heads. And of course we lost, so that was really disappointing. Okay, back to what we're doing here. I am going to take, I'm going to start with my lightest color here. And I am going to use my blending brush to add, this is the Coastal Cabana. I'm going to add color. Let's get a new one of these. Let's see if I can find, yep, I can just use this white sheet here. I'll just put this on here. I'm going to add color to my block, and I hope you can see that. It's pretty faint, but don't worry, it's going to be amazing. Okay. Next, I'm going to come in with my Bermuda Bay. Now, your lighter, well, you know what? I need some more of this. Your lighter color is going to take up most of your space here, okay? You want to make sure that you don't overwhelm what you're doing with darker colors. So I just added a bunch more. Hope you can see that. Then I'm going to come in with the Bermuda. And I'm going to add just a little bit of the darker stuff, maybe around the edges, okay? I don't want to get too much dark in there. Maybe we'll do some right there, okay? Now, I'm going to rub this off, excuse me, as much as I can. There we go. Now it's starting to get much lighter. I'm going to close this up. Now I'm going to come in with soft suede, and I'm just going to add a little bit of that to some of the spaces that have no ink. And I got a little bit there, A little bit there. Maybe a little bounce right there. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Here, let me do this. Okay. All right, that looks good. Excuse me. Then we're gonna mist it. Okay. So I'm gonna do this right here. That looks really good. And now we're gonna take this white layer and we're gonna stamp it right in the middle. So I'm gonna take my block, I'm gonna flip it upside down, I'm gonna bring it right into the middle, and I'm gonna hold it. Look at that color, look what it does. It is so cool. You can see the darker out here, a little more speckled and not quite as blended. That was less water. So the more water you use, the more it blends. The less you use, the less it blends. And look at that. Now mine ran just a little bit over the edge, which is not perfect, but I do have one that looks really good here. So you want to lift it straight up. When you do this, lift it straight up. Look at how pretty. Isn't that just so pretty? I love this. Hang on a second. Here's another piece. You guys got time? We'll do this again. Why not, right? All right, here we go. Where's my suede? Right here. All right, here we go. We're gonna get rid of this. I don't want this in my other ink pads. It's under there, my bone folder. Okay, Coastal Cabana. And you just wipe this off. You can rinse these off in the sink. You can use a baby wipe. Okay, here comes the Bermuda, a little bit darker. Okay, that looks good. Coming in with the, yep, looks good. How about that? That looks great. That's what I have going on, you guys. All right, let's try it again. I'm gonna move this over here. And here comes our spritzer. I just put this up here to catch the water. Oops. That looks pretty good, right? Looks a little dry over there. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Look at that color blend. So cool, isn't it? It's just like this magic thing that happens. Now I didn't get this one all the way in the middle, and everyone is gonna look different, you guys. Every single one is gonna look different. All right, so I'm gonna pop that up. Look at that. Didn't run any place. I didn't really get it centered, but who cares? This is gorgeous. Okay, we're gonna grab this. We're gonna heat set it. Now, the cardstock that I'm using, it is just basic white. There's nothing fancy about it. It is Stampin' Up! Basic white cardstock. Now, if you have a different kind of cardstock besides Stampin' Up!, a lot of times I find that cardstock I buy in stores is very porous. That does not have the same effect. This is one of the things to me that really makes all the difference. Your stamping surface should be a very nice, high quality cardstock. And if you don't ever buy any other cardstock, I recommend that you get the basic white cardstock and basic vanilla from Stampin' Up! I know a lot of people, they choose to get cardstock at some of our big box stores. It's not the same, and I know this because I used to shop there too. This is very good, high quality. That's one of the things I am most proud of with my company, is that our cardstock is extremely good quality. Okay, now we've got just one well, a couple other things we're going to do. We're going to use this big stamp, and I'm just going to make sure this is all cleaned off so I don't mess up my Versamark ink pad. We're gonna ink this up in Versamark. First, I'm gonna bring in, I didn't forget, you guys, don't forget to use your embossing buddy here, and you gotta make sure this is dry. So here comes my embossing buddy, and I am going to stamp that, and then I'm gonna come right down in here, and I am going to, just like this. Give that good pressure. I'm gonna come in with, this is now my white embossing powder. And again, I use white a lot, so I put it in one of these big containers. Oh, I see I missed just a little bit over here and up there. And remember, I said I just do this a couple times. Okay, that looks really nice. Now we're going to heat set that. We're almost done. This is really easy to see that embossing powder turning. I like this because you can see it. It's not hard at all to see when you're done and it's glossy. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I love this so much. Now we're going to stamp a little sentiment on the front. And this is going to say, so grateful. And I'm just going to put this right down there. Ah, so pretty. Don't you love it? I love the fonts on these. This one turned out really good too, right? Okay, hang on. Did I wipe this off? I don't even know if I did. Nope, I don't think I did. Wipes right off. Then we need to find our card base. It's right here. Now, I'm going to pull this up because I see that this is buckling a little bit, and that tells me, like, when you emboss a layer and it kind of buckles a little bit, because we put water on here, it's kind of buckling a little bit. I'm going to make sure my glue is running all the way around the outside so that I can keep that buckling from happening, because now I've glued down that entire outside edge. There we go. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh, I just love that. Now we're gonna add the green. We've got these very, very pale green pearls, and I think these are perfect for this. I think gold would also look really nice on here. I'm just gonna kind of go around here like that. Here is our beautiful soft seedlings. Good grief. Let me see. I think I've got my other card right here. Yeah, look at this. This was another card, and this was a block, putting ink on a block and misting it also and stamping it in the background. Got some Wink of Stella on that leaf. We've got some of the copper foil paper under there. So pretty, right? Let me see. Oh, here's an envelope. Here's what I did to my envelopes for these cards. I did it right on the flap, and then I put those little whirligigs on the front. So another really good idea with this Beautiful for your fall cards. Now, hang tight, and I will bring all of these back in here. Here is our gorgeous perched in a tree, right? Look at how pretty that is. Here's another perched in a tree. So pretty. This would make a really good sympathy card, too. It just is very serene with that kind of sunset look in there, right? And again, it says, no matter the season, I'm here for you. Well, that's a nice thing to say, right? And then we've got this cutie patootie. And we emboss that envelope. You do get envelopes with your 5 cards in the make and take packet. Super cool. And then, of course, the other card that we made with that fun typewriter and that stamping the sentiment in the background. That's a really neat technique. Okay, you guys. Gosh, Caroline, glue stick doesn't work real good on cardstock, in my opinion. No, it's not the best adhesive for cardstock. I would definitely go with either a tape runner or the liquid glue goes a long ways, and I like it because it doesn't set up right away. You have some wiggle room if you need to move it. Yeah, Caroline loves the burnt orange autumn colors. They are beautiful, aren't they? Yeah. And Sally is saying that a tape runner will work better than a glue stick. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that Caroline's getting going too. That's awesome. You guys are so sweet. I love it. I'm just trying to see if I missed any questions or comments. Nope, I think it looks like everybody's doing good. I've kept you longer than I anticipated, but I think it was worth it, right? Oh my goodness, right? Okay, I do have some make and take packets left. If anybody is interested, you can pop me an email. Just put Kelly, Kelly, at AStampAbove.com. If you'd like to place an order, I always appreciate your orders. You can order any of these products from me. This is my current host code. If your order is going to be under $150, you would use that code. If it's over $150, you don't use the code. You're going to get some rewards from Stampin' Up, and I definitely want you to have those. So make sure that you ask me any questions you might have. I'm always happy to help you. I will have the cardstock packs out before the end of the week. And also, again, I have some available if anybody would like to order the make and takes. It does come with a bunch of product that we used. It comes with the pearls. It comes with the linen thread. It comes with a spritzer bottle and a blending brush, as well as envelopes, pre-cut cardstock for all 5 cards. The beautiful, and I'm trying to pull it out here, shimmer paper that comes in 3 different colors. That's this one. You'll get a half a pack of this. Yeah, lots of goodies in here. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for spending your evening with me. Sandy, I hope you had a great time. It was your first time playing bingo with us. Thank you so much. I just so appreciate you spending the evening with me. You guys have a wonderful rest of your week. Good night.